Welcome back on the channel. Android 17 official has been just released days ago, and now yesterday we have a new version 17 QPR1 beta 5. And the good news is if you're running the latest Android 17 on your device, you can go and jump on the QPR1 betas. But have in mind, if you want to go back to the official, your phone will have to be resetted. So this is even mentioned here. By the way, really true. Important, if you're currently running a beta version of Android 17, so it's a build starting with CP21, and you want to exit the beta program without wiping your device, you can opt out of the beta program before applying for this update. You know how it goes, you open the Google web page and then search for Android beta program, opt in, opt out. But if you choose to opt out after installing the update or any future beta, per usual program guidelines, you need to do a factory data reset, which means, hey, everything's gone pitang. But nevertheless, this is right now the latest build. As you can see, the build number is 260608, just from yesterday, 007, and it's almost 3.6 gigabytes. So it is a big build. And by the way, there is a lot of bug fixing done. And yes, there are some new features. The first thing is a feature that I would like to test right now as I speak with you. So remember when at some point Google decided to remove the Wi-Fi and the mobile data dongle and just put something called the internet, which is pretty annoying. Now, the good thing is, in the more recent versions, we have a proper dongle for the Wi-Fi and another one for the mobile data. But every time you would like to turn off the mobile data, another message is gonna pop up. Reconfirm, as if you don't really know what you're doing. And in this update, this should have been fixed, and I can't really wait to test this. Again, small thing, quality of life improvement. I'm gonna hit here. All right, see, this is it. I want to turn it off. Turn off mobile data. Oh my God. There was supposed to be a message popping up like, hey, don't ask the next time. One more time. Oh, here it is. Turn on the mobile data. Using mobile data, blah, blah. Don't ask me again. I'm going to turn it off. So see, I'm going to turn it off right now. All right. Doesn't pop up. So I'm going to turn it on from here one more time. And now, boom, I'm killing it. I press done, and that's pretty annoying. But the next time I do so, hopefully I can get this message again. Where the heck is the message? I don't have the message, and I didn't really select it, by the way. Again, this is still a beta, right? But you see, they're trying to really make this thing less annoying. Another change that I've seen. All right, so let me show you. If I go inside and try to search for, let's say, Spotify, this is a bit different from how it used to be, but the main point is you're gonna get a highlight to the things that you're searching, and I think it looks pretty good. Like even, it's reading my mind. I want to open Instagram, boom! It directly has Instagram with the action to open. What about, let's try Facebook. Facebook, open, as simple as that. The icon gets highlighted, you get a nice highlight here, and you know what you're doing. What about if I'm testing system settings? All right, let's do volume, all right, volume. Okay, no. Still not integrated, but from the settings, I'm hopefully going to be able to access this. What about display brightness? So I'm just going to type like brightness. Okay, it's here, but it doesn't get highlighted. All right, one more time. If I go here and I start type, where the heck is my keyboard? Always show the keyboard here. Yes, all right. So I'm just going to type brightness. All right. No, wrong. One more time. Here it is. Brightness. Okay, I think it's here. Okay, but doesn't get a highlight. Only the app will have the highlight. So I'm going to open Brawl Stars. Okay, I even type like BR. Here it is. And when I do like Brawl Stars, no, it doesn't get a highlight. Don't know why. So it works for some selected apps, but not for all. Anyway, by the way, a bug that I encountered. Let me open this thing here. All right, very nice. This is the weather widget. See what happens when I go outside. Boom, I get something nasty here. You've seen that cutout? Yep. Yeah, not ideal, right? Yes, not so fluid, but in the same time, guys, I have to be completely honest with you. This thing really is as fluid as Android used to be, so I really enjoy it. Apps opening and apps closing, all of this works completely fine. Now, let me show you there are some other new things. Again, not groundbreaking, but when you go inside the home settings and you scroll down to apps list, they are now renaming things, okay? Pixel search settings. Okay, app list. Anyway, small thing, But again, they're trying to fine-tune things. Let me show you one of the new features, by the way, from Android 17. That's the bubble thing. You know how it goes. I like the animation. So I'm gonna try to play some music. All right, let me just try to play some music. We had an issue here with the controls. Not any longer now. I think all the animations, they work quite okay. So you see I can play, pause. I like the visual feedback that we get here. This is pretty cool. And also something that isn't really new exactly from Android 17, but it's there. You get this combined menu. All right, so I can decide to play my Spotify music or maybe, you know, play my YouTube video. So that's Spotify. Okay, and then this is gonna be my YouTube. Yeah, and all of it really works nice. All right, now that we're here, let's try to see what is gonna happen when I use the dark mode. Okay, what the heck? One more time, dark mode. Yeah, you see, I like this new blur. Now in the Android 17 QPR1 Beta 5, blur is almost everywhere. We have this nice frosted glass effect here. We're gonna have it also here when you go inside the volume rocker. Also here. You're gonna have it also here. That's probably the only menu that you can get in regular Android, which is actually the one from the widgets. You can see everything. It's really see-through. I really love it. But let's try to turn on the dark mode. And by the way, it's a bit slow, don't you think? All right, so like light mode, dark mode. Here it is. Jesus, okay. And I want to open this widget again. Yeah, all right, definitely a bug in the weather widget whatsoever. Anyway, so I think that more or less this is it in terms of like new things, if we can just regard those things as new. But top issues have been fixed. There was an issue in the game dashboard where users were unable to stop screen recording or save video files. Like, what the heck is this? All right, you open a game. Let me just try to open a game. What the heck is happening with my phone? And here, guys, I am going to have my game dashboard. By the way, you can see I can show FPS. All right, let me just try to kill the Spotify bubble. So FPS. And from here, I can do a video recording. Recording shortcut is not available. So I'm going to try to record it. So let's try to see. Okay, I want to just make sure that I'm recording. Am I recording, by the way? Start recording. Let's start it. Jesus, how do I know that I've started it? One more time, let's start recording. Okay, not sure, by the way. Was the recording started? If that's the thing, I should say something. Not sure about this. One more time. Let's start recording, please. No, not sure. It doesn't really work. Okay, you know, I'm gonna try another game. Let's open Temple Run, and I'm going to hit start recording, please, with audio. Seems to not be working for me. I don't know why. Yeah, no screen recording. Oh, okay, and they said they fixed it. Anyway, let's just see the other things. So an issue where the camera app temporarily freezes or shutters shortly after being opened from an idle state. Yeah, not that I'm in an idle state, but I never encountered that issue. An issue that caused the screen to freeze with a pixelated bottom bar when waking the device from always on display. Let's try to test it out. So this is it. This is now my always on with the wallpaper on the screen, which is beautiful. And now I'm gonna open my phone. Yeah, well, not bad. One more time. Locking the phone, waiting for my wallpaper on the always on. Boom. Nice and beautiful animation, no issues at all. And then there is an issue where the download manager failed to complete downloads when executed from an active VPN. Yeah, I hope this works. Don't have to use VPNs on the phone right now. An issue causing inconsistent charging completion time estimates to display on the log. Hopefully that has been fixed too. An issue causing the private space UI to crash and locked private apps to improperly appear. Guys, everybody wants to just have the up lock, you know, go here, boom, up lock, you know, it's as easy as that, but we don't get to have this yet. Then there was an issue where non-functional bubble option incorrectly appeared in the context menu and a system level web view rendering regression that caused Monopoly Go to freeze. Oh, that's not really pleasant. Anyway, guys, it seems to be that this is stable enough for me to use it as the daily driver. I replaced Android 17 official with the QPR Beta 5. If you would like to go more to the extreme, there is always the canary options to hop on the latest updates. Yeah. And the trade-off is apparently you're kind of like an alpha tester, less stability. This thing here seems to be pretty good. Yeah, I said that and you can see it starts stuttering. No, this is kind of the default behavior. Very snappy animations, I can tell you. The animations are absolutely killing it. Probably even just a bit too fast for my taste. Anyway, it's Pixel, it's all about speed. And this is my Pixel 10 Pro with Android 17 QPR Beta 5. And if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do.